Hey everyone, 1punchdan here, starting out my first drum tutorial with setting up a basic drum kit. Turn the wing nut left or counterclockwise so that you're able to adjust the kick drum's spur. Gently lift the kick drum and place the spur so that it slightly lifts the kick drum off the floor about half an inch. Kick drum pedals have a clamp with a wing nut on the pedal that secures the pedal to the hoop of the drum. This is very important because you don't want your pedal disengaging mid-performance. Next we have the tension spring, which you can adjust to either make the action of the pedal feel tight or loose based on your preference. Turn the top ring counterclockwise and the bottom ring clockwise to increase tension. This is the snare stand. Unlock the bottom wing nut to bring the feet of the stand out and set it into place. The top wing nut will allow you to change the angle of the snare drum once it is in place. This wing nut will adjust the height of your snare stand. Reset the snare basket by turning the plastic wing nut. For this snare stand, you turn it clockwise to loosen it, but yours may be different. Then place the snare drum in the snare basket and turn the plastic wing nut the opposite direction until the basket firmly hugs the snare drum. Let's move on to the drum throne. Loosen the bottom wing nut to bring the feet of the throne out like this. Make sure the wing nut ends up at the bottom of the center pole. Loosen the middle wing nut to get your desired height for the seat. This drum is called a floor tom, and I like to place it on top of my seat to make the process of placing the floor tom legs on much easier. So my kick drum here doesn't have a tom bracket, but I purchased one separately and placed it on a generic stand. Loosen the bottom wing nut to place the feet of the stand on the ground. Insert the tom arm into the bracket. Then we'll insert the other side of the tom arm into the drum itself. With our handy drum key, loosen the top screw to adjust the angle you want your tom to be at. Here we have the hi-hat stand. Unlock the bottom wing nut to bring the feet out so that they are all evenly spread on the ground. The rod going into the hi-hat stand has a thread at the bottom. And you want to make sure that this is snug by turning it clockwise once inserting the rod into the stand itself. Unlock the wing nut to bring the feet out. The other two wing nuts are for adjusting height. And the third wing nut is for adjusting the angle of the cymbal. Let's put that into place where we want it. This is the hi-hat clutch. Unscrew the bottom and remove one piece of felt. Place the top hi-hat inside. Then replace the felt and screw until it is snug. Place the bottom hi-hat on the hi-hat stand, and then the top hi-hat to follow. The center rod of the hi-hat stand will pass through the center of the hi-hat clutch. Tighten the wing nut of the hi-hat clutch so that the top hi-hat is secured to the center rod of the hi-hat stand. Okay, I'm now going to place the ride cymbal on the cymbal stand. First, we remove the top wing nut and felt piece. Place the ride cymbal on the stand and replace the top wing nut with the felt underneath. Let's do the same with the crash cymbal. Important note, do not over tighten the top wing nut so much that the cymbal barely moves. If you do this, there's more of a chance that the cymbal will crack, as it cannot move freely with the hit of your drumstick. It will dramatically shorten the lifespan of your cymbal. Something else to keep in mind is to buy cymbal sleeves. These are plastic rings that prevents what's called keyholing. This used cymbal that I picked up was already showing signs of it, but have no fear, it's being pampered now. And there we have it, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my basic drum kit setup tutorial and learned at least one new thing today. Leave any questions you may have in the comments section below, and I would greatly appreciate if you subscribe to my channel. Thanks again, and keep on drumming.